How meat really gets to your plate. Meat arrives quietly, wrapped, labeled, normalized. It does not look alive. It does not feel recent. It does not suggest a beginning. But meat begins inside a system that exists far from supermarkets and kitchens. A system built to operate without interruption, without hesitation, without visibility. This is not agriculture. This is industrial production. Long before an animal exists, the system already knows its future, how fast it will grow, how much it will weigh, how efficiently it will convert feed into muscle. Modern meat production begins with selection, not natural selection, economic selection. Breeding facilities choose animals based on performance data, growth curves, feed efficiency, mortality rates. Animals are not bred to survive environments. Environments are built to control animals. Over time, bodies change. Bones grow faster. Muscle density increases. Organs struggle to keep pace. Biology is adjusted to fit demand. Birth does not mark freedom. It marks entry. From the first moment, animals are placed into controlled spaces. Temperature fixed, light cycles programmed, movement restricted. Food arrives automatically, not because the animal is hungry, but because the schedule requires it. Feed is engineered. Grains, proteins, additives, designed to accelerate growth beyond natural limits. Every extra day alive costs money. Time becomes the primary enemy. As animals grow, they are monitored continuously. Sensors track conditions. Software predicts outcomes. Data replaces observation. Numbers replace judgment. The system does not ask if growth is healthy. It asks if growth is fast enough. Illness is managed statistically. Loss is calculated. Replacement is immediate. Animals exist as units within a flow. When the data indicates readiness, movement begins. Transport is not a transition, it is a test. Animals are loaded into trucks in large numbers, confined spaces, long distances. Stress alters chemistry. Chemistry alters texture. Texture alters profit. The system does not reduce stress for compassion. It reduces stress for consistency. Trucks travel through industrial routes, highways, distribution corridors, often at night. What moves inside is not treated as life. It is treated as cargo. The destination is a processing facility. These buildings are designed to appear neutral, no windows, no signs. Inside, nothing pauses. Processing plants operate with relentless rhythm. Thousands of animals per day, every day. The line moves forward continuously. Stopping is failure. Delay is loss. Inspection occurs quickly, enough to satisfy regulation, enough to keep the system operational. Then transformation begins. At this point, identity ends. The animal becomes material. Machines and workers perform repeated actions for hours, each movement optimized, each second measured. Emotion has no function here. Cuts are precise. Separation is efficient. Waste is unacceptable. The line does not acknowledge individuality, only volume. Blood is drained. Bodies are divided. Forms are standardized. What once moved independently now moves mechanically. Immediately, temperature drops. Cooling slows decay, slows bacteria, slows time. Refrigeration is not preservation, it is delay. Delay long enough to sell. The balance is exact. Too warm invites spoilage. Too cold damages structure. Everything exists within narrow tolerances. After cooling, disassembly continues. The body is broken into categories, cuts, grades, destinations. High-value sections receive attention. Low-value sections are redirected. Nothing is discarded. Fat becomes product. Bones become inputs. Scraps become components. Value is extracted completely. Packaging follows. This is where meat becomes abstract. Plastic removes air, removes scent, removes context. The surface is clean. The edges are uniform. Labels appear, numbers, dates, codes. Each unit is now traceable, replaceable, anonymous. From here, logistics takes control. Distribution centers operate without daylight. Cold rooms stretch endlessly. Forklifts move constantly. Fresh meat competes against time. Shelf life dictates speed. Orders arrive digitally. Quantities are precise. Restaurants demand uniformity. Retailers demand appearance. Fast food chains demand replication. Taste must not vary. Texture must not surprise. Variation is a flaw. This sameness is engineered long before cooking begins. Trucks depart continuously. Routes optimized. Timing calculated. Meat flows into cities. Supermarkets display it under bright lights. Trimmed, arranged, normalized. There is no indication of origin, no sign of movement, no trace of the system behind it. Only product remains. But the system does not stop at delivery. It expands. As populations grow, output increases. As demand rises, efficiency tightens. More animals enter the cycle. More land is converted. More water is consumed. Entire ecosystems adjust to supply chains. Forests are cleared. Waterways are diverted. Energy is burned continuously. The system feeds billions and reshapes the planet quietly. Automation increases. Human labor decreases. Speed accelerates. The distance between production and consumption widens. The process becomes harder to see, easier to ignore. What reaches your plate feels simple, but simplicity is manufactured. It is the final illusion of a long industrial chain, a chain built on control, on repetition, on scale. This is how meat really gets to your plate, not by chance, not by tradition, but by design.